Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Strategy Game Podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Shippey, and today we have a word for you. And by now, I know that you know in this series, I heard these series of words through a course of 6 months or so, and every time I heard one, I would just run for a note in my phone or a piece of paper and write it down, and I hope this encourages you today. So this one is called You Are Breaking Free. And it says, watch as the things that have previously held you back don't anymore. You are entering into something new. Things won't look like they used to. Oh, I can't wait to speak to this. You'll finally feel as if you're standing on solid ground for the first time in a long time. Let it in, embrace it. Slow down to see what's happening before your eyes. You are breaking free. So that word, now we're going to unpack it a little bit. What does it mean? And a lot of people say to me, hey, Lauren, I don't know if you noticed, but there are many words in this word. I just reference it as a word because I think that this whole thing makes up a theme that is defining maybe where you are right now, if this speaks to you. So I think many are in a season where they're in the process or they've already maybe gone through the process of breaking free. And by that, I mean breaking free into a new zone, into a new way of doing things, into a new pattern, maybe breaking free from some of those people in your life that were unhealthy, or recognizing certain patterns that you had in your life that you're stopping and you're turning and you're going the other way. And so I want you to watch the things in your life. I want you to watch the things that have previously held you back and that they don't anymore. And so maybe even as you're listening to this, call this out or write it out and think about what has previously held me back, whether it's insecurity or it's some type of fear or it's lack of knowledge or not catching things maybe that you think that you should. It could be anything. What has held you back from moving forward toward taking another step in the direction of your purpose or your vision or your mission for right now? And watch and say to yourself, wow, that's not holding me back anymore. That used to hold me back. And now I'm noticing, I'm calling it out that it's not. And the minute that you call it out, it's a defining moment. So it is really a defining moment that will impact your journey, because there's something in you that actually shifts when you call things out, when you recognize them. So it says you are entering into something new. So I came out with a guide, and it's on storywork.co if you want to grab it, and I can link to it in the show notes too. But it's a PDF, and it's like a longer extended version of a mini workbook that really came to me about this, the new way. So I think that a lot of us are maybe going through we've been through a season of transition, and now we're actually entering into whatever that new thing or that shift looks like. It's maybe coming into view. Maybe we don't have full clarity on it yet, but we're starting to see pieces come together. And this is the new way. And there's a guide that I have that will help you unpack and journal through the new way. So how do you shift from doing things the old way to the new way, the new thing? Because things won't look like they used to. So meaning things will have changed, and you'll recognize the shift in you, and you'll also recognize, because of that shift in you, some of the shifts around people or your surroundings that you'll see differently. I talk about this a lot, but think about looking into a kaleidoscope and think about that process when you turn it just even the slightest degree. Think about how your view shifts, the lens shifts, how you see the light through the end of that kaleidoscope, what it illuminates shifts. And so when we break free of different things and we recognize them, hey, it doesn't look like that anymore. Wow, that doesn't impact me the way it used to in a negative way. That's great. Things aren't looking like they used to, and I feel like I'm standing a little bit more on solid ground, right? So I want you to think about that image of a kaleidoscope and how when you change it just the slightest degree, you can see things differently. Maybe that's happening for you right now. And And for the first time in a long time, you're going to feel like you're standing on solid ground. And that's a really good place to be, because we know that when we go through storms in life, when we go through challenges and hardships, we don't feel like we're on solid ground all the time. And it's really been the battle of the mind, I think, recently, in a lot of people, has been the greatest, well, some of the greatest battles that we've been through. And I think that's just our culture and our time and how much noise and distraction and digital media of all forms that we have coming at us every day. So just take a minute. This word is all about just letting it in and embracing it and saying, hey, I was standing over here. I was standing back here, and now I'm standing up here. And I feel solid in where I'm going, and I'm not looking back, but I'm just recognizing the shift. I'm letting it in. Slow down to see what's happening before your eyes. This means actually take a minute just to slow down. You're not going back there, you're just recognizing it. And then the last sentence is, you are breaking free. So you're recognizing the shift, you're recognizing that you're not standing over there, you're standing here now. You are on solid ground. You're having realizations. And because of that, you'll continue to, as you turn that kaleidoscope, because your vision is changing, your view is changing. Maybe some of the things you're going to be doing every day are going to change. And that's going to feel a little bit foreign and a little bit weird, but it's okay to embrace that, because that's the new way, the new place that you're going to. And that guide that I developed is called You Are Going to a New Place. So if you want help with that, I will put that in the show notes. Here's to breaking free. I'm so excited for you. And as always, if you want more, get in touch, any of that good stuff, head to www.storywork.co.